Once upon a time, in a quiet town called Green Hill, there lived a tall man named Daniel. He was kind, handsome, and always helped everyone in the neighborhood. But Daniel had one problem. He had never fallen in love. One sunny afternoon, a new neighbor moved into the small house next to Daniel's. Her name was Mimi. She was cheerful, funny, and loved planting flowers. Mimi was also a dwarf, much shorter than everyone else in the town, but that didn't stop her from smiling and spreading joy wherever she went. At first, Daniel was just being friendly. He would wave at her every morning and bring her extra tomatoes from his garden. Mimi would laugh and give him cookies she baked herself. Soon, Daniel began to look forward to seeing her every day. One day, Daniel offered to help her build a little bench in her garden. As they worked together, Daniel said, "Mimi, your garden is the prettiest I've ever seen." Mimi giggled, "And you're the nicest tall man I've ever met." They both laughed. But not everyone in town was kind. Some people whispered things like, "Why is Daniel always with that short woman?" Others laughed behind their backs. When Daniel heard this, he became sad. He didn't understand why people cared much about height. One evening, Daniel walked up to Mimi and said, "Mimi, people are talking, but I don't care. You make me happy. I think I've fallen in love with you." Mimi's eyes grew wide. "Me? But I'm so different." Daniel knelt down and smiled. "That is why I love you. You are special." From that day, Mimi and Daniel started spending more time together, walking in the park, dancing in the rain, and laughing at silly jokes. People still talked, but Daniel and Mimi didn't listen. They were too busy being happy. One morning, Daniel stood on a small stage in the town square. He held Mimi's hand and said, "I want to marry this amazing woman. I love her just the way she is." Some people clapped, some looked surprised, but many smiled. And guess what? They got married in Mimi's garden, with butterflies flying around. Daniel picked her up gently and danced with her under the stars. From that day on, Green Hill learned something important. Love is not about how tall you are or how you look. It's about kindness, laughter, and how someone makes your heart feel. Daniel and Mimi, they lived happily ever after. This is the end. Bye.